Hi, I'm Nat. Welcome to Oasis Hub. So this is the next in our series of pre-Pilates exercises where we're just going over some of the basics in Pilates, and once again just making sure that you do this in a pain-free manner. And if there's any problems or if you come from a big injury, please don't hesitate to get some professional movement advice from a practitioner. So what we're doing today is coming onto our hands and knees position for a series of exercises. First of all, a single arm lift, which is all about shoulder stability. We're going to do a single leg lift, which is about pelvic stability, and we're going to put the two of them together to come into an exercise called pointer, or in yoga there's something similar called bird dog. So it's all about stability of pelvis and shoulder and working it together. If you're new to Pilates and you find that you've got the wobble side to side, just stick with the single arm lift or the single leg lift. Or you can do 10 of each of those. Maybe the pointer might be a bit advanced for the moment. So what we're going to do is come down onto our hands and knees. To set yourself up in this position, we've got the hands directly under the shoulders. We've got the knees directly under the hips. We're going to engage the belly, so we draw the belly up to flatten that lower back. If you can imagine having a drink, sitting on the back here, a glass of water, and you don't want to rock from side to side, and you don't want to arch your back up and down. So we're keeping that nice flat back here. And with our single arm lift, which is all about shoulder stability, so getting our lower trapezius and lats to connect, we're going to inhale. So we've got hands, fingers extending out towards the end of the mat. We've got our elbows, creases gently rotated in towards each other. And this changes if you extend your elbows to the front, and a lot of people who are hyper flexible will lock their elbows into this position. You can see that that changes the position of my shoulder blades and the arch in my back. Whereas as soon as I roll my elbow creases towards each other, it broadens from one shoulder blade to the other, and it helps correct that overarching of the back. So we're going to hold the elbow creases inwards as we inhale and take one arm up over the head without shifting the weight one side or the other, and exhale to lower back down. We're going to inhale to alternate the other side and exhale to lower back down. So it's a nice simple exercise. Don't race through it because you'll feel the connection through one side and the other, and it's really important to slowly, especially if you're coming from a poor postural place and you're wanting to retrain some of these muscles, these are important ones, as well as the lower core to get right. So we inhale to reach tall, we exhale back down, inhale to reach tall, exhale to come back down. So once you've completed about 10 of these on each side, keeping that flat lower back so the belly gently engaged, then we can change over and we can do the same with our leg. I'm going to shuffle forward just so I don't kick my plant behind me. So engaging lower back, elbow creases towards each other, fingertips pointing towards the end of the mat. Your fingers are spread wide to give you a lovely base of support. And we're going to do the same. So we're imagining both of our hip bones pointing directly towards the floor. And we're going to inhale and take one leg up off the floor, nice and straight. And exhale, bringing it back down. So same again on the other side. Inhale to reach that right leg up and behind you. Seeing that nice flat lower back stays the same. So one of the biggest mistakes I see people make here is that they really want to feel very athletic in this move. So what they'll be prone to do is lift up like this. Now, it looks like a lovely ballerina move, but really we're not doing anything about pelvic stability when we're wavering all over the place. So the idea is keep the hip bone pointing down towards the floor, keep the lower back flat, squeeze the glute to lift that leg till it's parallel to the floor. Doesn't need to go higher. You don't want that back arching and curling as you lift and lower. So that's what you need to be conscious of here. So the other thing to be aware of is that people will often lift the leg, but they'll drop to the opposite side. So I'm going to just turn around here so you may be able to see if I change my direction slightly. Here we go. If I take my leg up, this is correct, but I may well drop to the side, one side or the other, or I might hike my hip up. And that's what I don't want to see people doing. We really want to engage the correct muscles here. So alternate inhale, or exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale. So if you feel you've done pretty well with that, doing 10 of each, feel free to then upgrade things. And this is the stability challenge, where we have our elbow creases facing towards each other, so our shoulder blades are nice and broad. We're going to slide our left arm and our right leg out at the same time, and we're going to endeavour to lift them both straight so they are parallel to the floor. So we really want to keep stable. We don't want to be rocking from one side to the other. We don't want to be losing the nice flat back here. Inhale to lower down, and without wavering from side to side, you've got the core on, and we're going to slide the right hand and left leg out. So endeavouring to make sure that you don't drop one hip to one side or the other, that you don't open the hip up towards the ceiling. In order to get this sort of thing, we've got both hips pointing down like this, not like this. Okay, I hope that helps your pointer, and thanks for watching.